Joining us now, we have Ezekiah Oladele Bamiji, as popularly known as HOB. He's a deputy spokesperson to the governor of Osun State. And we'll have Olaleko Oni. He's a member of the Digital Media Committee of the Osun State APC Campaign Council and Director of Media, Osun Renewed Drive. We have both gentlemen joining us virtually this morning on the program. Gentlemen, thank you for joining us. Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. Mr. Oladele Bamiji, thank you.
Yeah.
And to Mr. Oni, good morning to you. Mr. Olakunle Oni, if you can hear me, good morning. We'll try to establish that clear connection with Mr. Olaleko Oni, so we can hear him better. But then, Mr. Bamiji, good morning. Let's start with you while we try to establish that contact with Mr. Oni now. Beyond politics surrounding this issue, what is really going on in Osun State? We just have 9 days to the election. Today is August 6. August 15 is around the corner. Why do we have this happening over again? We've had the IG, Disu, come to Osun State to talk. There's been INEC come over to have stakeholder meetings. There's been a town hall meeting. There's been a peace pact being signed. And here we are again, EFCC freezing one of your accounts in Osun State. You're the deputy spokesperson. What is going on? Help us understand what is going on in Osun State briefly.
Thank you very much. And thank you to Nigerians, anywhere they might be watching us now. Good morning. Maybe what is happening summarily, from as far as I'm concerned, is frustration taken too far. People who feel that they have played all other cards and it's not bringing them the expected results, and they now feel that they should move up the gear a bit, and so they have tried that of ceasing the allocation of the local government. They have tried that of the garages or the motor parks. So many things they have tried in their boast that they have the federal might. Perhaps this is just one of the federal might they want to show us, because for me, if not for federal might, I don't know how the EFCC will just wake up on the wrong side of their bed yesterday morning and think that freezing the account of a constituent state of the Federal Republic of Nigeria will be the next thing to do, without even a court injunction, without anything, without any cause of action being put out there to Nigerians. In fact, when I first saw the press statement churned out by the EFCC yesterday, I was there telling one of my colleagues that we should be very careful, that this might not be coming from the EFCC, that this looks like a political write-up, perhaps in the name of the EFCC. But by the time my other people here search the internet, will unfortunately find that statement on the verified page, social media page of the EFCC, churning out such ridiculous statements that you are trying to be preemptive, you are trying to monitor this and that funds are being posted or are being moved from one account or the other. I don't know whether money or funds coming from the federation account is meant to stay there in the federation account. I don't understand that. So if the state now has obligations, financial obligations to corporate entities, partners, and whoever that is making the state move forward, we should not move the money. The state government should not move the money and fulfill its obligations to those entities. I don't really understand that. If that is all what the EFCC has in store to cover their face or to just play up a kind of game, I cover myself, I cover my face in shame for them. So for me, summarily, it's part of, for me, they have been here boasting that they have the federal might at this time and that they will use it in their own warped thinking. The fact that the federal might was not adequately deployed during the last regime of the late president or the former president Muhammadu Buhari, and that is why we were able to defeat them as the incumbents then. And so now that they have a Yoruba man, that they have a man from Lagos who they failed to understand politics of bulldozing, and so now they will be able to bulldoze with whatever they have in their arsenal, no matter how that contradicts the laws of the land, or no matter how the national or the international community feels. There are some things I want to refrain myself from here, because if some other nations now begin to categorize us as a country of joke, a country of particular concern, then you begin to wonder if this is not, or this is not part of the data they collated and before they arrive at that. Because for me, I understand that some of these agencies, especially the EFCC, that is playing out this joke, and I mean every bit of that word, this joke being headed by a man purportedly being a pastor in a very popular church in Nigeria. This will play out as a joke in cahoots, in connivance with the politics playing out in Osun State, in connivance with the APC specifically, then one will wonder, where are we heading to? Where we are really headed. So for us, it is a display of frustration. It is a display of having gotten to know that the people of Osun State are undaunted and undeterred. Whatever card the APC might have played so far, either in the local government, either in the garages, either in the killings, especially the killings, the maimings, the fact that perhaps that has not really impacted on the resolve of the good people of Osun State in supporting the incumbent governor, Senator Ademola Jackson Nuruddin Adeleke. They now felt that the election is almost here. They have done every bit of what they felt they should do as children, unfortunate children, illegal children of a federal might. So they now felt that perhaps...
Mr. Bamiji, can you hear me?
I'm hearing you.
All right, thank you. I'd like to quickly ask right now. The EFCC said that investigation into the finances of Osun State Government had been ongoing since March this year over the alleged fraudulent, handling of, ecology funds, intervention funds, and federal allocation committee funds as well, about 11 billion naira. Were you aware, was your government aware at any point that the EFCC was conducting an investigation?
We have always been there. We know they have been prowling around, being deployed by the APC, especially in Osun State, to do whatever they can to box us or to make us jittery or whatever. But a government that has done so much in the state has nothing to hide, has nothing to fear. Whatever record they sought from the government to provide, we have provided. In fact, we are from a neighboring state that instead of providing any information to them, that state The neighboring state in the southwest here went to court and handcuffed them. But because we had nothing to hide in Osun State, we either the SUBEB, whatever, in any segment, the state government has provided them whatever information they needed, because this government is here to serve the people. But for me, that is just a safe covering attempt, my dear sister, because you don't just, when there are procedures, and in this kind of context we are discussing, there are procedures. You don't, even if you have now a gigantic evidence, whatever you want to call it, a kind of evidence against the state, there are procedures, there are laws to follow. You are EFCC is a function of the law of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and I feel that they for whatever intent and purposes, they are bound to respect that law, as far as I'm concerned anyway. And so if there's anything, without even minding the time, like they put it in their in that conjured, in that shameful, reckless press statement, there should have been a kind of following the due process of the law before they arrive at whatever they think they want to do. Because let me say this anyway, that we remain undaunted. Our people remain resolute. Don't forget all these shenanigans. The Federation account, whatever funds is coming from the Federation account is meant to serve the cause of the good people of Osun State. And that is what those funds, whatever name they are called, ecological, statutory, or whatever name they are called, that is what those funds have been meant to service in Osun State. So if we, as a government, now have obligation to some entities, corporate organizations, especially the way they put it. So it is the funds coming from the federal allocation meant to state to stay there perpetually and be watching like you beautiful, my beautiful sister there, to be romancing their accounts there and just be enjoying itself. It is meant to serve a purpose.
All right, Mr. Bamiji, Mr. Bamiji, help us understand how important is this account that has been frozen to the Osun State, especially now?
It is the federal allocation account. The FFAC account where the state government receive allocations from the federal government. The main account, you want to say, in my own word anyway, the main account of a state government.
All right.
So freezing that account is as good as freezing up a state. And whatever that is coming, including the forthcoming election, not minding whatever that is coming, the state government, up to this very minute, your organization, your platform is at this moment, the state governor has obligations to the people of Osun State, including providing the infrastructure, including fulfilling the promises made to the good people of Osun State. So,
Mr. Bamiji, I will come to you. I will come to you in a moment now.
Meant to surface those promises, the government will have to utilize it. And that is why I don't know where the EFCC is coming from with that fact that if this is where we are in Nigeria, I'm afraid, my sister.
We have a member of the opposition as well, which your government have constantly said the APC is trying so hard to make sure that their core party do not have a free ground to run the election. Mr. Olaleko Oni is with us as well. Good morning to you, Mr. Olaleko. Glad that we can have this connection better.
Thank you very much. I'm happy to be here this morning. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Olaleko. What is going on from your own side? We've heard Mr. Bamiji read to us his own accounts coming from the Osun State government, of course, the Accord party. You are of the APC, and there's been some heavy accusation on your party to say it is of your doing that all of this is happening in Osun State. Help us understand from your own point what is going on.
All right. Thank you very much once again for having me. you would have seen that after the first bank account of the Osun State Government were frozen. I mean, let me say, we received the report from the EFCC that the accounts have been frozen. You will have seen that the Accord Party have been running eta-sketa. Let's also put it on record that we said yesterday, all civil servants and corpers, National Youth Service corpers in Osun State, were credited 20,000 naira for vote buying by the Accord Party directly from the Osun State Government account. The alert is in town. Everybody have been sharing the alert. There is no civil servant in Osun State, and there is no National Youth Service corper in Osun State that do not receive that 20,000. The question is, why the 20,000? Why are they sending the 20,000? It's 20,000 after paying the salaries of civil servants in Osun State. The Osun State government is trying to buy votes, in advance, coming in advance, and then trying to induce voters towards the coming election. That's aside. Secondly,
Mr. Laleko, before you move on, do you have a proof of this, maybe a screenshot of this alert that reads that this money is coming from the account of Osun State? The sender of this money is Osun State account. Do you have a screenshot of it that you can let us see?
Yes, as we speak, you can go on Sahara Reporters. Sahara Reporters join.
Do you have it, Mr. Laleko? Do you have that screenshot?
I have it. Yes, I do.
You can help us. You can send it to us so we can confirm that as well. But go ahead.
I'm actually using my phone
to
do this Zoom call.
Okay.
So there's no way I can handle my phone. But I tell you that if you go on Sahara Reporters, you will see the screenshots on Sahara Reporters as we speak. One of your staff can go on Sahara Reporters, and it is there. So saying that, and I asked, why is Osun State government? This case has been on since January. This case has been on. There's a letter, the EFCC, there's also in circulation that the EFCC wrote a letter back to Osun State. And if you look at the letter of the freezing of the account that was issued by EFCC on 5th of August, in that letter, they also quoted the investigation activities, April 16, 2026. The other man on the other court also agreed that the Accountant General of Osun State have been invited several times. The Supreme Chairman have been invited several times, and many other Osun State officials, including the Chief of Staff, as regards the misappropriation of the common patrimony of the good people of Osun State. So is Osun State government telling us that they want to use, in fact, not that they want to use, they are already using the Osun State government account to buy voters, to induce voters, and to ensure that they use state resources to prosecute the coming election. And the EFCC will not sit idly. By law, it is their right to check. And even in that letter, in the press release released by the EFCC, they also said that Osun State is not the only government being investigated by the EFCC. They were talking about law. The law permits that EFCC can freeze an account for 72 hours before getting a court order. We have precedents in this law. It has happened in 2022. It happened in Benue State and many other precedents by the law where EFCC froze the account of either a corporate entity or a state government without getting a court order. What the law says that before 72 hours, after freezing the account, within 72 hours, there must be a court order. So EFCC is acting in accordance to the law of the land. Let me tell you, what's saying that they are using the money for common patrimony or dividends of democracy in Osun State. A lot of scandals are going on in Osun State. In the last 6 months, the Osun State government have used 3.1 billion naira on traveling expenses and food expenses. EFCC also said that the 17 billion ecological fund for 2024-2025, there is no traces that the monies were used for what it was meant for. There was another 2 billion naira for that the federal government gave the Osun State government to purchase CNG buses. I am in Osun. I live in Osun State. There is no single CNG bus purchased by the state government of Osun State. It's also on record that the current administration has received over 1 trillion naira in revenue in the Osun State within this administration. No administration in the history of Osun State has received such money. Where are these monies? These are the questions Osun State people are asking. These are the questions EFCC is asking. The Osun State government have expended over 30 billion naira on an airport project, whereby if you go to the site of the airport, there's nothing to show for it. The Osun State government earmarked 30 billion, another 30 billion naira for Oshogbo Stadium. This morning, I still passed in front of the Oshogbo State Stadium. You cannot pinpoint that this is what they have used it for. The Osun State government has received in 2025 70 billion naira from gold royalty. Nothing to show for it.
Mr.
In the eve
Lale-
of election, you're starting. Yes,
Mr. Laleko, Mr. Laleko,
I'm with you.
is it for
Yes.
all of these reasons that you've read out to say you do not have, you say you've spent money on this, but we cannot see the project you are talking
I didn't
about?
spend money. I said the Osun State government
The Osun
spent money.
State government
I did not.
have said they've
Yes.
built this, but we cannot see what you said you've built, right?
You can go to the site, yes.
Is
We
that-
have been to the site.
Is that why the APC government have resorted to violence? Is that the best way to address the
Where's the
issues?
violence? How has the APC resorted to violence?
The Accord
You need to
Party
tell me
have
that.
said the APC
How?
have not allowed them to have
What's the first allegation? Free and fair election. What is free and fair election? Using state resources to prosecute election. When we talk about free and fair election, are we in the election yet? Election is August 15. So why are they shouting? Election is August 15. The Nigerian police force has assured us that there will be free and fair elections. So all those allegations are frivolous, they are baseless, and they do not hold water anywhere.
But we've
What
seen
are
the
free and
violence
fair
that's been
elections?
going on in Osun State. We've seen some
Perpetrated
people
by
being
who?
killed.
Perpetrated by who? Killed
Accord
by
Party
who?
says it's by the APC.
We have our members who have also been killed. Over 30 members of the APC have been killed across Osun State since 2025. So if they say the APC members that were killed, is it APC that is killing APC members? So all these allegations, like I said, they are baseless. We've seen that the Accord Party can see the signals, they have seen the signs that they are losing already. So all of this, and we've said the losing side is the winning side. You're in government. Okay, if you say that people are killing, the governor himself has said that is the chief security officer of the state. Why is he not protecting the people? As the chief security officer, the government, the Osun State government, has received 14.9 billion naira as security vote. Not one patrol vehicle has been bought by the state government. Not one. It took the APC Argon, the local government chairman in Osun State, to purchase motorcycles for security agents in Osun State, to purchase 92 brand new e-lots. The only thing that the Osun State government has done in close to current administration has done in close to 4 years of the administration is to refurbish. Please note, to refurbish the
Mr. Bamiji is also here. He is the deputy spokesperson of the governor. He is on this call and he can hear you all you said.
What have they done? What have they done when it comes to security in Osun State? What has the current administration done? Receiving over 15 billion naira as security votes.
Mr. Bamiji, Mr. Lalekoni, please hold on. Mr. Bamiji.
If they are complaining about security, what have they done? The governor has said is the chief security officer of the state. What have they done when it comes to security in the last 4 years?
Mr. Bamiji, I'm going to let you come in here. Mr. Laleko has said that your party, he has alleged that there are receipts to show that there's been a credit of alert to core members and other members of Osun State of 20,000 naira. And he says he has the proof to show it. Mr. Bamiji, is this true?
Yes. Well, my dear sister, I mentioned earlier that the state government has obligations to its citizens. We have issues in the politics as a nation, whereas the state government have been condemned into mitigating some of these issues, part of which the state government of the Osun State government has done and has been doing as far as helping, especially those who are in the front line of the effect of some of this hardship, especially the state workforce. We have been rolling out palliatives aside payments of their salaries, emoluments, and wages, unlike what we had in the state, where the state government had before now been paying palliative measures to the state workforce, and you can confirm this from the labor leaders in Osun State. So that because an election is coming, that the state workers in the state now receive the same bit of the palliative the state government has been doing, not just today, my dear sister. It is not just an emergency thing. So if they just woke up and begin to find issues with that, then you can begin to connect the dots as far as the election is concerned. Because perhaps because they are genetically, I don't know, they are genetically averse to the progress, to the well-being of these workers. Trace their history in Osun State. They have been sacking workers. It is the same government that have butchered their salary, in which the regime, the administration of Governor Ademola Adeleke is clearing today the same butchered salary, 33 months, my dear sister. 33 months of a what? 33 months of salary, of wages being withheld by a state. And the immediate past governor at the last governorship debate in 2022 categorically stated that it was practically impossible for those wages to be paid back. Today, Governor Ademola Adeleke has been clearing those wages, and they are even on the fight of finishing up with those withheld salary, because the governor felt that it is incumbent on the state government. It is a burden on the state government to fulfill that obligation, and that is part of what the state government has been doing. You don't just employ people to boss over them. You don't just employ them to make them sad. You don't just employ them to put them into servitude mode. They are also human beings. So don't make people look like Mr. Lalikan is talking down on the state workforce as if they are slaves. Where are we? What are we doing as a nation? These people are residents of Osun State, they are indigents of Osun State, and they deserve whatever the government is doing to make sure they are comfortable, their well-being is taken care of. And
Mr. Bamiji, Mr. Bamiji,
yes.
Is it because you want the people of your Osun State to be comfortable? You just go about to share monies to them without any cost?
No,
because when you say that you have been giving these monies before, it didn't come now, but why? Is it because you're giving a state payment to state coppers? Why? So we need to understand that. And then, before we let you...
Even when they were there, my dear sister, there are presidents, governance and government is a continuum.
Yeah.
Even when they were there, I'm telling you, they did the same. Mr. Lalikan, if he was a member of APC then, will remember that some of these things were even paid to the police personnel in Osun State when they were there as APC government. Some of these things are routine government obligations to the people. It's just making an issue out of it now, just because they felt that why will you now make people so comfortable? Why will you now make people so happy at this time of the electioneering, when election is so near? And so you shouldn't be doing this. It is evil. My dear, it is part of their evil agenda against humanity, which they have pursued consistently in Osun State, and for which people are now rejecting them as a political party. APC is like a bastard. It's like a leprosy patient in Osun State today.
Mr. Bamiji,
and that's why they find it
we're out of time.
We're
out of time.
Yes.
But I need to give a bit of time for Mr. Laliko to also have a right to respond as well. Mr. Laliko, the Accord Party now have said your administration made life difficult for the Osun people. What they are doing now is to make the Osun people's life better and happy. But we've also seen videos and pictures, make rounds to see that APC have been behind the violence in Osun State. Why are you not allowing peace to reign in Osun?
There are also pictures and videos whereby our party members have been maimed, our party members have been attacked, our party members have been wounded. There are videos and pictures.
My brother,
APC party members. Maintain decorum. Don't behave like Governor Adeleke. There's decorum. While you were talking, I kept quiet. So there have been videos and pictures also where our members were attacked and maimed. Also, let me say that he has contradicted himself. Don't
be too rude. Don't be too rude.
Your governor caused in
Mr.
All right. Mr. Bamiji and Mr. Oni, I'm the umpire here, and I'm going to make sure there's decorum in the house. Mr. Laliko, you're going to allow Mr. Bamiji to say his words. And Mr. Bamiji as well, you're going to allow Mr. Laliko to say his words. But we are totally out of time. Gentlemen, if you can hear me, let there be peace. Gentlemen.
No, that is not appropriate.
All
You
right.
should caution him.
Mr. Bamiji.
The state governor.
Mr. Bamiji.
We should behave like proper Yoruba men that we are.
Right.
That is stupid of him.
We should respect ourselves. Mr. Bamiji, thank you very much for your time on the program this morning. Mr. Laliko Oni, we've heard your side from your party and the side from our court party as well. All we are asking for is that let there be peace in Osun State. The elections are just around the corner. Let there be peace. Yes. Let's go to the polls in peace and do our elections. We are all people of Osun State. You are the people of Osun State, right? And we are all Nigerians. Yes. It is better we live together in peace than in chaos.
Very important.
So please, gentlemen, let's shake hands and please have a peaceful election.
Thank you for giving us this opportunity. God bless you.
APC
Thank you.
Preaching.
Thank you. Thank you, our APC, and thank you, our court party. Thank you, Mr. Laliko, and thank you, Mr. Bamiji, for your time on the program this morning. That's how much we can do.
Thank you for giving us this opportunity.
Thank you. Thank you. Indeed, that's our conversation this morning. Understanding what's going on in Osun State. Your comments are very much welcome on the program. Let us know via the text. Of course, our YouTube channel is on, and you can leave your comments right there, and I'll be sure to take them